Everybody just clap, 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 clap.
We're here today talking about running soundtracks, how music can inspire people and so on and so forth. My own personal story is I founded this running collective a year ago called the Run Dem Crew. And we kind of went from there, and a year later I found myself standing on the rooftop with you guys, getting ready to talk to you about this new amazing album that you've done, which is all inspired around running. Are you kind of like trend setting with, by going down the running routes, or is it just?
If it is, I mean, it was nothing intentional. I mean, in doing our first album and every other album, it's like we have a basis of maybe what we want to do, what we want to try, what we want to try to throw in, and to then find out how it can manifest into something else is incredible. So just the opportunity to do this with Nike was a blessing.
I always felt like we made healthy music. So if it coincided with doing something healthy, it definitely connected pretty well.
I think we learned a lot about, the runner's, mentality, what he's thinking about or she's thinking about, and the process, that 45-minute or however long it is, that process has its stages, and I think we learned a lot from it. So
I think music period is a soundtrack to many facets of life, and sports is just one of them. I think it totally enhances, people's ability. You get charged up when you hear a certain song.
I hear that a lot of other producers, when they're working in the studio, they kind of make the beat, then they get into the car or the whip, then they go and drive around, blast it very loud.
Right.
Were you making the stuff and then going out running in the street?
I mean, for me, actually, it was. I mean, because like I said, I run a little bit, like as Dave says, sometimes the seasons you try to okay, I'm gonna get it together, but in understanding the concept of how Nike needed a first phase of music from us, and they were gonna then let runners run to it, to then try to come back and let us know what songs did what for them, I started to do the same thing. And that became that, usually when you wanna work out, you need that one person next to you to kind of inspire you. The project itself became that one person for me. Like every day I'm getting up listening to the mix as it's coming together, so it really made me start running a lot more.
Are you hoping to inspire people to take up exercise?
I think we always made music to inspire. So I think with the project being presented to us, it kind of just felt natural, it felt really natural, because we always look to inspire and be inspired. So, I mean, the challenge overall was great, because I can honestly say I was inspired.
I'm kind of thinking that there's going to be a time when to be different from your friends, you're going to delve back into your parents' collection.
Right.
Yeah,
I think that's possible. I think the important tangent of that is those who will be around you to feel the inspiration from that individual doing it. And I think that's kind of like maybe what De La created, the lane for others to feel like, yeah, we're gonna express ourselves too. We're gonna try something else as well. So I think that person is always there. I think that moment is always there. It's hoping that, the force behind it is strong enough to push it through. We were writing commercials to run when we first started, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, no, this is not the route we want to go. We want to be creative. And if you throw something in about lacing your shoes or, jumping or hurdling or what have you, so be it. But it's kind of tough because you're trying to complete a job, but at the same time be creative. So the concept gets tossed up and mixed up sometimes. And as I said, we were almost writing commercials when we first started.
Yeah.
So it was like, we had to, scratch and start all over.
Literally, we started from scratch.
Please don't say just do it.
Yeah. Exactly. You don't want to do that, Don't want to say,
watching those aerobic
go
tapes.
team.
Basically just don't wreck it, but it was called just do it.
Yeah.
No, don't do that.
Imagine how many stacks of relaxed goons
My friend, thank you very much.
Thank you, man. Excellent.
That was a good daddy rap moment,
Excellent,
man. I appreciate that.
That was excellent.
You enjoyed that?
I enjoyed that.
Hey, don't get it off.
All right, give me some, man.
Got it.
Then the Soul versus Rundum Crew. It's a really good experience running with the sound system, doing the album first time.
See, the price ain't changed on Avenue J and 5th. If the crack don't get them, but rock soon got them. As fast as the ride 'em, cassette shop in Harlem. I'm setting up the